In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the AC breaker disconnect test for the Siemens Desigo fire alarm panel. So, on the front you got your Siemens, your board in there, and then the inside here you got your model for your board, your FCM 2041-U2. Alright, so this is the front panel. So for the disconnect, we're gonna take a look inside here. You see this, the entire side of the panel, or inside of the panel. And we're going to identify where our power comes in, which you'll see comes at the bottom. So we have our power lines coming in here, coming through a little area there. So we're gonna take our voltage reading. Alright, gonna try to stick my leads up in there. There you go, 121. 121.1. And you see that? You see my leads are in. Get my voltage. Alright, so we know we got voltage. So now we go find the breaker, which should be labeled on your panel. If not, make sure you label it. This is L1B3/4 circuit 5. So luckily for me, that's in the electrical room that we're in. So we have L1B 3/4. And we're gonna open it up, and we see we have all our circuits. And on our little circuit directory card, we have number 5, main electrical room, FACP. And you see number 5, which we already have a breaker on it. So a breaker lock, I've already loosened this. So I could just take it off. And then we're going to flip off the breaker, and we're going to take another voltage reading to make sure it's indeed powered off. All right, hear the panel screaming. Okay, so we're just going to acknowledge, and I have these other troubles which are for my testing, so no need to worry. So we have primary power supply, secondary power supply, right? Primary power supply, these are all coming in. And then we have our power light flashing here. All right, so normally this is solid. I should have saw that first, but it's solid green, but it's flashing. And then we have our power supply troubles here. So let's take another voltage reading just to be sure that we did in fact power it off, and the AC breaker does work as intended. Stick our leads in there. Okay, leads are in. And we have 0 volts AC. Alright, so leads are in. Yep, there you go. Oy vey. My chopstick skills today, not on point. Alright, so we're at 0. Perfect. Probably play with this a little bit more. Make it easy for myself. Why didn't I do that in the first place? OMG. OMG. Now you can see they're right on there. There we go. So 0 AC. So it is off. Good. So now we go back to the breaker and we'll flip it back on, because we know our breaker does in fact work. So number 5, gonna flip it back on, and gonna just put our breaker on, and we'll close that up, and I'll lock that on better later. Now we'll go back to the panel. So we have our power light flashing in our ends, so we'll see if we do a reset. Okay, so now we have the outs. So on Siemens, you have an in and an out. So when the trouble, alarm, whatever comes in, and then you clear it, then it turns to out. So now everything says out. So first it said in, now it says out. So we're back on, and our green light is solid, not flashing anymore. So these are the signals that came out, so we should be good. Now we're going to take one final reading, just to be sure. Just to be sure. It should be easier now because I have this little bracket thingy off. Wish I would have done that in the first place. There we go. So we're sitting at 120. Oh, that lighting's good. There we go. 120.9. See, we got our leads in there. 120.9. All right. Good to go. So that is how you do a AC breaker disconnect test for a Siemens Desigo fire alarm panel.